Under the radiant California sun, Judge Miller's estate unfolds as a sanctuary of peace, where luxury and nature blend. Buck, a majestic St. Bernard Shepherd mix, claims his spot amidst the verdant expanse, reveling in the warmth. The gentle caress of sunlight accentuates Buck's serene repose, painting a portrait of contentment and effortless grace. In this idyllic haven, Buck embodies the essence of a life undisturbed, a true emblem of tranquil bliss. In Judge Miller's warm home, Buck rests peacefully at the foot of the bed. The room is bathed in a soft, inviting glow, highlighting Buck's luxurious comfort. The gentle quiet of the night accentuates Buck's untroubled slumber. The warm hues of the room cast a comforting light, emphasizing the tranquility of Buck's pampered life. The serene scene underscores Buck's blissful ignorance of the trials that await him. Under the cloak of night, menacing shadows twist and turn along the desolate railroad tracks. Buck is suddenly ambushed, a storm of fists and boots descending upon him with relentless fury. His desperate cries are swallowed by the night as the brutal beating continues. With a final, cruel shove, Buck's limp form is hurled towards a waiting train car. The train car's wheels screech in anticipation as Buck's body lands with a thud. The train begins its ominous journey north, carrying Buck into the unknown. In the grip of Alaskan winter, Buck stands chained, his breath clouding the frigid air as snow and ice dominate the horizon. Horror grips Buck as he witnesses the brutal mistreatment of other dogs, a stark introduction to the harsh realities. The unforgiving landscape mirrors the brutality, where only the strong survive and compassion is a forgotten word. This desolate harbor becomes Buck's initiation into a merciless world, teaching him a brutal lesson. In the biting cold, Buck battles against the harness, his breath clouding the air. The sled cuts through the frozen landscape, a testament to the relentless journey. Perrault's whip cracks, a sharp command in the unforgiving wilderness. Francois, a silent observer, watches with a keen, assessing gaze. Muscles burning, Buck lowers his head, succumbing to the brutal demands of survival. Amidst the harsh conditions, Buck focuses on obedience, adapting to his new, unforgiving reality. Inside the cramped cabin, the air hangs heavy with the scent of wet fur and desperation. Buck seeks solace among his pack, a silent plea for warmth in the bleakness. The cabin's confines amplify their struggle, a stark reminder of their relentless fight for survival. Each breath is a testament to their resilience, a symphony of muted whimpers and shared misery. The rough wooden walls offer little comfort, echoing their collective yearning for respite. In the heart of the cabin, the dogs huddle, united in their shared plight against the encroaching cold. Across the desolate, frozen river, Buck's eyes widen as the wind threatens to consume him. Curly is suddenly surrounded by a vicious pack of huskies, their savage growls echoing across the ice. The attack unfolds with brutal speed, Curly's cries lost amidst the chaos. Buck remains frozen, a horrified witness to Curly's tragic end as the snow turns crimson. On the frozen trail, the biting wind howls, a fierce challenge to all who dare tread this desolate path. Buck tests the wind, his breath misting, his senses alert to the dangers that lurk nearby. Spitz stands guard over a scrap of frozen meat, his eyes radiating a chilling warning to any who dare approach. Buck inches closer, his muscles coiled, ready to unleash a storm of fury. The air crackles with tension as Buck and Spitz face off. Buck lunges, and the frozen ground erupts into a brutal battle. Under the spectral dance of the northern lights, Buck and Spitz clash in a brutal battle, their snarls piercing the night's silence. The savage dance unfolds, a prolonged struggle of teeth and claw under the watchful eyes of the aurora. With a final, decisive move, Buck stands triumphant, his victory echoing through the silent camp. The pack watches in silent awe as Buck claims his hard-won dominance. Across the frozen expanse, Buck guides the sled dog team with unwavering confidence, his presence a beacon of strength. Under Buck's skilled command, the team's movements are fluid and efficient, their pace quickening with newfound purpose. The sled cuts through the snow, a testament to Buck's leadership and the team's renewed vigor. With each stride, Buck and his team conquer the frozen trail, their combined spirit echoing through the silent wilderness. Skagway bursts to life with the raw energy of a trading post, echoing with the calls of men and the barks of dogs. Amidst seasoned prospectors, Hal, Charles, and Mercedes stand out, their inexperience glaring as they haggle loudly over the sled team. The deal closes, but the air hangs heavy with a sense of impending doom, foretelling a journey fraught with peril. Equipment piles haphazardly onto the sled, dogs tangle in their harnesses, and the atmosphere crackles with mounting tension. On a frozen trail, Hal, Charles, and Mercedes struggle against the biting cold, their faces etched with determination. The sled team strains forward, ribs visible beneath their fur, a testament to their exhaustion. Unspoken accusations hang heavy in the air, thickening the atmosphere with resentment. Mercedes watches Hal and Charles, her expression a mix of weariness and restrained anger. Under the pale sun, a vast, frozen lake stretches into the distance, a desolate expanse of white. The sled, led by a team of dogs, races across the icy surface, their breaths clouding the frigid air. A sinister crack echoes across the lake, the sound growing louder as a fissure splinters the ice. The ice shatters. Several dogs plunge into the frigid water, their desperate yelps cut short by the icy depths. The sled lurches violently as the remaining dogs desperately scramble for purchase on the treacherous ice. The sled grinds to a halt, a stark testament to the sudden and brutal danger lurking beneath the frozen surface. Beneath the unforgiving sun, dust swirls as John Thornton enters the camp, stepping into a scene of raw brutality. Hal's merciless assault lands heavily on Buck, who can only succumb to the brutal beating. Thornton's decisive intervention halts Hal's cruelty, altering the course of fate. Buck collapses, defeated and vulnerable, his life hanging in the balance. In this moment of salvation, the unbreakable bond between man and dog is forged, a testament to loyalty and rescue. On the serene riverbank, Buck lies exhausted, his massive frame a testament to his recent struggles. Thornton watches over Buck with care, his gaze filled with a silent promise of protection and companionship. With a surge of determination, Buck raises his head, his eyes locking with Thornton's in a moment of profound connection. A soft whimper escapes Buck as he struggles to his feet, his massive head nudging Thornton's hand in a tender display of loyalty. In a heartwarming gesture, Buck's tail thumps weakly against the ground, a clear testament to the unbreakable bond between man and dog. The river's fury unleashes a torrent of churning currents, a deadly dance threatening to swallow everything in its path. Thornton is tossed helplessly, struggling against the river's relentless assault. Without a second's pause, Buck leaps into the icy abyss, a heroic plunge into the heart of danger. Buck battles the rapids, his powerful muscles straining against the relentless force of the water. Buck nudges Thornton towards the distant shore, guiding him through the treacherous water. Exhausted but safe, they collapse on the bank, their ordeal etched into every breath. In the dimly lit saloon, anticipation hangs heavy. All eyes are fixated on the unfolding spectacle. Thornton confidently lays down his bet, the air thick with the scent of cheap whiskey and tobacco. A hush falls over the crowd as Thornton declares Buck's challenge, to pull a 1,000-pound sled. Buck, a magnificent dog, stands patiently, his muscles coiled, ready to unleash his raw power. A ripple of disbelief and excitement surges through the room as the magnitude of the challenge sinks in. The air crackles with tension as the crowd awaits the impossible feat, their expectations hanging in the balance. On a snow-covered street, Buck strains against the weight, muscles bulging beneath his fur. The 1,000-pound sled inches forward, a testament to Buck's brute strength. With a final, Herculean surge, Buck crosses the finish line. A triumphant roar erupts from the crowd, their faces lit with awe and excitement. The air crackles with exhilaration and the sweet taste of victory. Buck stands tall, a champion etched against the backdrop of cheering faces. Thornton and his companions bravely tread through the untamed wilderness, their gazes sweeping across the rugged landscape. Buck, drawn by an irresistible primal urge, strays from the group, his senses sharpening with each step into the wild. He pauses, his head lifting instinctively as the wild calls to him, awakening ancient memories within. The wilderness beckons, its ancient voice resonating deep within Buck, stirring a long-dormant instinct. In the forest's embrace, moonlight weaves through the canopy, painting the ground with dancing shadows. From the depths of the woods, a lone wolf emerges, its eyes gleaming with primal wisdom. With a silent understanding, Buck joins the wolf pack, running wild and free through the forest. Torn between two worlds, the call of civilization tugs at Buck's heart, a loyalty to Thornton. Buck breaks away from the pack, his heart heavy with the weight of divided loyalties. Dust devils swirl across the desolate native village as Thornton and his companions face a grim battle. War cries echo as the Yeehat Indians surge forward, their painted faces a mask of fury. Arrows rain down, each finding its mark with deadly precision as one of Thornton's companions falls. Thornton, with a defiant roar, swings his rifle, a desperate act against overwhelming odds. An arrow pierces Thornton's side, and his vision blurs as another finds its mark in his throat. Thornton collapses, the light fading from his eyes, as the remaining companions are brutally overwhelmed in the merciless onslaught. In the heart of the native village, Buck, a figure of raw power and vengeance, descends upon the Yeehat Indians. Fueled by grief over Thornton's death, Buck's savage assault begins, his massive form a whirlwind of destruction. Warriors fall before him, as Buck's relentless fury fills the night with desperate cries and brutal impacts. The air crackles with the energy of conflict, as Buck's rage transforms him into a force of nature. Amidst the chaos, Buck continues his relentless pursuit, driven by an unquenchable thirst for vengeance. In the heart of the forest, sunlight weaves through the leaves, illuminating a scene of profound loss. Buck lies mournfully beside Thornton, his massive head resting heavily on his paws. A low whine escapes Buck's throat, a sound laden with sorrow and despair. The gentle breeze whispers through the trees, carrying the scent of pine and damp earth, a poignant reminder of life's fleeting beauty. Buck slowly lifts his head, a flicker of understanding dawning in his eyes. In that moment of awakening, Buck realizes he is free. Buck, now a creature of the wild, moves with the grace of a seasoned hunter. His coat, mirroring the forest, helps him stalk prey through the dense wilderness. Senses heightened, he becomes one with the wolf pack, his primal instincts sharpened. Buck masters the art of tracking, his movements precise as he follows the faintest trail. He learns the strategy of ambushing, his patience rewarded with the thrill of the hunt. In this wild embrace, Buck thrives, his transformation complete as he embraces his new life. Under the moon's silvery light, Buck, a wolf of midnight fur, finds his mate. A new family begins under the watchful eyes of the ancient forest. Seasons turn, painting the landscape with hues of change as their bond deepens. Buck's legend grows, whispered on the wind with respect and awe. His name echoes through the howling winds, a testament to his strength and spirit. Buck, a force of nature unleashed, explodes into the Yeehat village, his eyes burning with raw fury. The Yeehats, paralyzed by the sudden onslaught, scatter in sheer terror, their cries swallowed by the wind. "Ghost dog! It is the ghost dog!" they scream, recognizing the embodiment of vengeance incarnate. Fear consumes them as they face Buck's relentless assault, a storm of fur and teeth. Against the backdrop of the wilderness, Buck, aged yet majestic, commands attention with his grizzled fur. Silhouetted against the full moon, Buck lifts his head, a symbol of freedom. The night echoes with Buck's resonant howl, a sound of untamed spirit. His howl pierces the night, a testament to the wild within.